Hi, everyone, and welcome today to our weekly webinar, March 8th. And Angela and myself, we're so happy to be here with you. Just a quick reminder, make sure that you have either a notebook, piece of paper, somewhere to write down all the tips that Angela is going to be sharing with us today. Pencil, pen, so that you do it on a computer. And let's start. Welcome, Angela. Thank you for
All
being here
right.
with us.
Thank you. So welcome. It's our webinar for March 18th. So we're a little over halfway through this month. And today we're going to talk about the other set that's on special from the Vital Use line, the Vital Use Revitalizing set. We're going to review one more time how to sell sets with direct links. And again, we really want to practice this right during the webinar today. So if you do have a second device handy, or if you're able to manage it all on one device, we're going to be practicing like opening up our personal website, going through the steps and actually getting that direct product link right now so you can send it and have it ready right away. So if you do have a second device around, go ahead and get that pulled up with your personal website, and that will make it go a little bit faster for you. We're going to go through just like really briefly screenshot tips because we have a special challenge for you today, which involves sending some screenshots to Cesar. So we're just going to make sure everyone is comfortable with that and gets a little practice. And then for prospecting, we're going to talk about maintaining a balance between our prospecting time and our time that we spend closing sales and how those two things correlate. So, and then we'll just wrap up with a few time sensitive reminders. So hope everyone is ready with your to-do list, your inspiration list for this week, and we'll try to give you some great ideas to add to it. So our product spotlight today is one of our new Vital Use sets that is available to us. This is the Revitalizing set. So this includes the cleansing gel, the day cream, and the skin perfecting serum. So kind of like our three major steps of skincare. We're going to cleanse, we're going to nourish our skin, and then hydrate, just like we learned at our workshop with Emily Oquero this past Saturday. And also, so we're just going to go through each product so that you have lots of ideas of how can you talk about these in your social media outreach and outreach with your existing customers, etc. How do you talk about these? How do you build their value? How do you help people fall in love with them, even virtually if you're doing it? Maybe you have an in-person spa coming up as well, but a lot of times our outreach is through the internet. So how can we talk about this and really build its value online? So the cleansing gel has the Edelweiss extract, which is again found in most of our Vital Use line. It's antioxidant, it's soothing, and it's going to help protect our skin. It has Provence rose extract as well in the cleansing gel that's slightly astringent, which means it's going to tighten up our pores a little bit, help improve their appearance and their texture. This cleansing gel can work well for people even with combination skin because it's good at like tightening up their pores again. And then also several essential oils, vitamin B5 as well. This is great for all skin types. It has a very high concentration, high yield. Usually you need about the size of a pea to wash your face, which is amazing. It gently removes impurities and makeup residue. It does not damage our skin's natural protective layer, and it has a really pleasant rose aroma. Remember too that it doesn't have any harsh foaming agents, which is something that's really important. Sometimes feel like they need foam in their cleanser in order for their skin to feel clean. But a lot of times those agents that make it foam are really harsh on their skin. So instead of feeling clean, they're actually feeling like over dryness, right? So that's another important selling point is that there's no harsh foaming agents. So they'll just feel like a silky texture, which is great for also just giving yourself that little face massage while you are cleansing. Then for the nourishing portion of our skincare regimen, we have the Skin Perfecting Serum. Now, this is a great fit for anyone who has demanding skin, aging skin, mature skin, or who are worried about the overall appearance and evenness of their skin tone. So this has the Alpine Moisture Complex, which is going to get Edelweiss and Swiss Glacier water deep into the layers of our skin so they can work their magic. Has snow algae extract, which activates longevity capabilities of our skin cells, decreases the depth of wrinkles, and gives us that more luminous appearance. So this is great for high maintenance and mature skin. Vitamin C, this is a special stabilized form of vitamin C that's going to help produce more collagen, help fight free radicals. It's another antioxidant like Edelweiss is. It provides some UV protection and it helps even our skin tone. And there's also vitamin B5 in in this serum as well. So this is something that we apply after cleansing, but before we moisturize. It restores luminosity and evens the skin tone. It deeply nourishes, energizes, and hydrates our skin, strengthens our skin's own protective barrier against the elements. It softens the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines and soothes redness and irritation. So let me just say I own this and use it regularly just because I live in a harsh climate where during the winter my skin goes through a lot and I feel like it just needs an extra boost. Otherwise, it starts to look kind of dull. Excuse me. We also have allergies really bad right now, so I'm gonna have coughing fits every once in a while. Sorry, guys. But I'm in my mid-30s and I use this now just for, and I don't need it every day, but I do need it in certain periods of the year where my skin becomes a little bit more high maintenance. But again, really, this is something that you'll want to encourage your customers with demanding and mature skin to start using in their routine. All right, and then the Vital Used Hydrating Day Cream has the Alpine Moisture Complex. It also has Summer Snowflake Extract, which has energy conservation properties, which is going to help slow down aging and reduce signs of stress on our skin. We have this really special hyaluronic acid stimulant, which is going to stimulate our skin to produce more of its own hyaluronic acid. So, and obviously that's like the best way to keep our skin hydrated. And it also has other rich moisturizers like sweet almond oil, shea butter, and vitamin B5. This is going to help prevent premature aging by adequately hydrating the skin and protecting the skin against free radicals. Any questions about those three products? Now, we've gone through our different sets that are available for our customers to buy via set, right? But we also want to talk about when you are helping a customer design their own skincare routine. A lot of times they might start with one of these sets, but they might add on a product or two, depending on their own skincare needs. So make sure you're really asking those questions to find out what they need in terms of cleanser, if they need a toner or tonic. That's going to be for like your combination skin or acne prone skin people most of the time. What do they need out of out of their nourishment? Do they need the eye and lip contour cream? Do they need the serum, etc.? Do they need those weekly maintenance like the micropeeling exfoliant or the intensive renewal mask so that once or twice a week they're giving their skin that extra maintenance? What do they need out of their moisturizer for day and night, etc.? So you really want to make sure you watch that training that got emailed out to you today. If you missed Emily's workshop on Saturday, you now have video access to it. Watch it, become that skincare expert. She's so good at explaining this. She's a total pro, and you really want to be able to answer your customers' questions and find them this exact routine that's just right for them. So as you're teaching your customers how to put together their skincare routine, this is kind of the order that things will go in. We use the layering technique. So you kind of start with the most liquid texture to the creamiest texture or the thickest, most dense texture. So they'll want a cleansing routine that involves the cleansing gel or micellar makeup remover, or maybe our white willow and tea tree cleanser. Then a lot of people are going to want either clarifying tonic or the white willow and witch hazel toner as well. Those are going to help balance out combination skin. We eye and lip contour cream followed by skin perfecting serum. Those two can be kind of interchangeable because eye and lip contour cream is only around the eye area. Serum goes on the rest of the face. And then a moisturizer at the end. So take a screenshot of this if you need it so that when you're demoing our skincare line, you're using this order of like most liquid texture to thickest texture. Even if you're kind of switching out different pieces than what we have pictured here, that's fine. But this is like a full skincare routine, right? This is for daily skincare, day and night. This is what most people are doing to keep their skin healthy and looking young and healthy. Now, we also have a complete facial that a lot of you will do, like if you do a skincare spa, that most people will need this 1 to 2 times a week. And this is going to include the exfoliation and the mask. Okay. So they will cleanse or remove makeup using the cleanser or the micellar makeup remover. Then they will exfoliate gently, avoiding the eye area, right? Exfoliate gently using the micro peeling cream. Then they will apply the intensive renewal mask. This is great to use right after we exfoliate. Remember, we have to exfoliate to get rid of built up oil and dead skin cells so that our skin can soak in that mask. So those two work really well together. Put on the intensive renewal mask, leave it for 15 to 20 minutes, and then rinse and follow up with the tonic to make sure that you're letting your skin really breathe afterwards. Then we apply the nourishing elements of serum and the eye and lip contour, and then seal it all in with our moisturizer. So this is another thing, take a picture of it and share, or take a screenshot of this and make sure that this is what you're using to demonstrate the products in this order. Any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'd be happy to hear from you. Okay, so again, who are we reaching out to about the revitalizing set? Who is looking for simple, efficient skincare for improving their radiance, their texture of their skin? They really want it to look healthy and bright. Who is looking for anti-aging and antioxidant properties? Again, this is a great set for people with kind of normal skin texture, but mature skin. This is who are looking for gentle, natural ingredients. They want aromas that promote that endorphin release. They're sick of using fragrance-free products all the time just because they have sensitive skin, right? Like there's a lot of needs being met by this set. So just make a list. Who could you personally contact this week to share a little bit more about this set? Now you have lots of information to share with them. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat, so we will move on to our business tools for this week. We're going to talk about selling sets with direct links. Now, we have done this a few times. Some of you have been really paying attention and really with us, and you're like, yeah, I've been doing this for like a year, and we're like, yes, but some people are still learning. So we're going to take our time. I'm going to click through really slowly, and I want you to do this with me so that at the end, you can have your direct product link for this revitalizing set we just talked about ready to go, because you're going to need it this week to qualify for some free products from Cesar and Cynthia. Okay. So first of all, I want everyone to go into your personal website. Okay. So just your regular personal website, your used-usa.com/whatever. Yes. And I'm going to give you a minute to go ahead and follow along with me. Type a quick slow down if I start to go fast. Okay, I've got the chat up. I'll be watching. All right. So we're going to go into our personal website. We're going to make sure that it's ours. It has our name on it and our contact information. And we're going to click on shop. So we do have direct product links right on our personal website, but most of the time we're going to be sharing these to promote sales and things like that. And we want to go into shop, our shopping website, so that we see sale prices. We have access to all the products, and so that our customers don't have to do too much extra clicking, right? So they're already in the shopping site, they put it in their cart, they're ready to go. All right, so let's get that far. All right, and then once we're in our shopping site, you will see kind of at the bottom of my screen here, you'll see you have your tabs for your shopping site that are a little bit different than on our personal website. And you're going to click on sets, which is the last tab on the right. Sometimes you can, I mean, a lot of times you can just search for the exact set that you're looking for, but if you want to like see all the sets, this is the place to go. All right, so we are in our personal website. We clicked on shop and we went to sets. We're going to scroll down until we find the Vital Used Revitalizing set. Do this with me, okay? Go ahead and find the set and click on the name of it to actually open up the page that just has that set on it, yeah? Because a lot of times with our shopping website, if say you open just your promos page, right? You open your promos page and there's a lot of things listed on there. Look up at the URL. That URL does not include your consultant ID number in it. So if you are just sharing your whole promo page with people, a lot of times that's not being connected to you as the consultant. So just be aware of that. We do click on the actual product or set, open that up before we grab the URL for it. Okay, just a quick tip. I've tried it before and it doesn't have all the information in that URL. Okay, so we have clicked on the set that we want. We're on this page where it's just this page just dedicated to this set or this product. And then we're going to go up to the top and click on that URL. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to remind you to start this in a browser, not in your app. I know we've talked about this 3 weeks, but please make sure that you do this in a browser, because if we try to click on this URL at the top in our app, it's not going to work the same because it's not like a normal browser. Yeah. So always when you're trying to get a direct product link, start in Chrome or one of whatever browser you use so that you can get an actual URL. And like I said, you will notice that at the end of this URL, you should see your consultant number there. And that's what is going to make, when the person clicks on your direct link, it's going to know that you're the consultant so that you get credit for your sales. This is especially important with social media because sometimes you don't know the person and you wouldn't notice if they didn't buy through the right link, right? So just make sure that you double check that. Click on it and copy that URL. Here, let's see. So you'll be able to click on it if you're on your phone, like you click on it and you'll see a little copy paste cut little bar come up. If you are on your computer, you can Control C to copy it, or you can right click and select copy from there. Lots of different ways. But just go ahead and copy. Let me know if you have any questions so far and let us know in the chat. We're happy to help. And this process looks very similar if you're doing this on your phone. So this is like what it looks like on a computer, right? But if you're on your phone, again, you're going to open up a browser. You're going to type in your personal website and open that up and click on your little menu so that you can, it's like the little menu, the three lines on the left-hand side. You're going to click there and go to shop and find sets again, click on sets again, and go into that the Vital Used Revitalizing set, open it up. When you are on that specific page, you can click on the URL. Now, it doesn't look complete on a phone browser when you click on it like this, but you will notice that another little box pops up. This is how it looks on Chrome on an iPhone. So yours might look slightly different, but it does eventually like have a whole link that you're clicking on, selecting the whole thing, and then you're going to select copy. So you click on the URL. You should have a little toolbar that comes up. You click copy, and then it's ready to go and paste somewhere. Where do we paste these links? We paste them in stickers on Instagram stories, right? We have that little linked sticker on our Instagram story. We put them in the comments on Facebook posts. We can put them in Bitly if we want to shorten them and share them somewhere else for people to copy quickly. We can paste them in the descriptions of YouTube videos or YouTube shorts. You can put them as a description in your WhatsApp status. You can put these in lots of different places so that people can access them. Okay. I also, a lot of times, am copying and pasting these into a message or a text message with my customers after we've been talking about what they need. Here, let me make this easy for you. Click on this link, get this thing, put it in your cart. You're good to go. Okay. All right. Then we're going to practice this whole system. If you haven't done it yet, I'm going to give us this. You can do this in 10 seconds, right? Like this is a very quick procedure. Like I make a post and get the direct link and put the sticker on it or the link in the description in like 30 seconds. Like you can do this really fast. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes and I want you to right now make this link for your revitalizing set. And I want you to send it to Cesar right now. Can we do it, ladies? Yeah, give me a hurrah in the chat. We're going to do this right now. So just take your time. You have 2 minutes. I have the steps up on the screen for you so you can follow them. And go ahead and do that. Don't put them in our chat here. Send them to Cesar. I have his email and his number for WhatsApp or regular text. His number is up on the screen on this left-hand side. Let me know if you can't see it and I can pop it in the chat. But go ahead and either email that direct product link to him or text it to him, okay? Some nice relaxing music while we focus and do that. If you get stuck on something, let us know in the chat. let us know done in the chat once you've sent it to Cesar too. I'm doing it along with you to kind of time it. See, Lisa's done. Nice work, Lisa. I'm done. Oh, Cesar, we're gonna just blow up your inbox. Are you ready for this? All right. 2 minutes, right? How easy is it to give your customers access, direct access to something you've been talking about? And it shouldn't even take 2 minutes, maybe the first time, but eventually you'll be able to do this in like 10 seconds. And it makes such a difference easy, um, in easy shopping, one-click shopping. That is just the way people buy things these days. So it's super important. Thank you, Jennifer and Lisa. I see in the chat that Jennifer and Lisa are done. Let us know in the chat when you're done so that Cesar knows to be checking his messages for your links, because these links are part of our challenge for this week. We want to make sure everyone knows how to do it. And if you get stuck on any step of this, send a screenshot to me via Facebook Messenger. I'm in the Facebook consulting group, or reach out to Cynthia or Cesar or your team leader, and we are all happy to help get over those bumps. And Jane is done too. Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating and becoming pros at this. All right. So now for our special challenge for our webinar participants. This can be whether you're here live, whether you're watching the replay, whether your team leader has sent this out to you, but there is a little bit of a time frame on it. So this is your challenge for this week. This goes from Monday, today, through Thursday. Here are the steps that we need to do in order to earn a free lifting fluid from the body contouring line. This is one that's great for like arms, chest, up to chin, basically. It's really great. So you've already copied and pasted your direct product link. You've shared it with Cesar. You say, Cesar, this is my link. Please check that it looks good, and that I know what I'm doing. Then we want you to take it and maybe save that same link that you just copied and pasted, save it in your notes or something so that you have easy access to it to promote the revitalizing set this week. Okay, so save it in your notes, save it somewhere so that you can easily copy and paste it without having to do this whole thing over and over again, and share it to your Instagram and Facebook stories or posts. Remember that if you post to Instagram stories, you have that little sticker option where you can put a link in. Share YouTube videos or shorts demonstrating something with our products and put it in the description. Those are live links in the description on YouTube. If you're sharing a WhatsApp status, you can put this in the little description on there, and that's also a live link. And then share it in multiple places, in multiple ways, on multiple days between now and Thursday, and send Cesar a screenshot of what that looks like. So where's your product sticker on your Instagram story? Where is your Facebook post, and where did you share the link in the comments, right? So send him a screenshot of your post, and so that he can see where you shared that direct product link, and send it to him the same way, email or text, whatever you just used. And then your goal is to sell one revitalizing set or more with that direct product link to receive this free lifting fluid. And again, this is today through Thursday. So focus on that these next 4 days. Oops, and then, oh, sorry, I forgot to delete that bullet from last week. So it is just the lifting fluid. Okay, remember, this includes orders placed through your personal website. It includes orders placed by PCC members, but you have to be selling like through your personal website or PCC. It excludes spa orders and it excludes personal consultant orders. Like when you place a consultant order with your 25% discount, those are excluded. So just make sure that you're practicing this skill, doing this right, and sending that screenshot to Cesar. Once you have sent him your link, your screenshot of how you posted it, and then you sell that one revitalizing set, you're going to earn that free lifting fluid. Okay. Any questions? Take a screenshot of this. Just scratch out that part about free travel size redensifying night cream. I forgot to delete that. Okay. Questions? Okay. And if you have any doubts about how to send a screenshot, because all phones are kind of different, if you are on iPhone, in order to take a screenshot, you're going to open up your post with your link and all that stuff, and you're going to have that open, and you're going to click your button that you use to like lock your phone, that one that's on its own over here, at the same time as you press the top volume button. You just press them at the same time. It takes a screenshot, and you'll see it over here. You can click on it and then send it to Cesar, right? So you can save it, you can send it, click done, and save to photos and send it off to Cesar, okay? If you have an Android, and again, there might be some variation in these, but this is what we've got to help you for right now. We have that, again, that main button that you use to lock your phone, and then you should have your volume down button, the lower volume button. Press those two at the same time, and that will take your screenshot that way. So you'll take your screenshot, you'll save it into your camera roll, and then you'll send it off to Cesar. Okay. And a lot of times once you do that, you're going to see, like your little option to share it with someone. You can send it directly to him that way, or you can click done, save it to your camera roll, and send it as a picture. Either way is fine. Questions? Okay. All right. And then our last topic for today is just prospecting. So we want to talk about balanced prospecting. How do we balance our sales activity and our prospecting time every month so that we have consistent sales? We've already talked about what prospecting is. We're trying to connect with new people that we're not currently in sales conversations with. We've talked about our 7 mindsets for success to be successful prospectors. And now today we're going to talk about this concept of how prospecting really does affect your sales and how we have to be consistent with it. So one idea to write on your vision board to just keep in mind is the more you prospect, the luckier you get. Sometimes you feel like, wow, what a lucky month that all of a sudden all these people are buying from me. It's not luck. It is the result of hard work that you've put in, sometimes a month or two before, that is really affecting your sales in the present moment. So why do we need to prospect? Well, any salesperson's priorities should be keeping your funnel full, right? So you should always have new prospects coming into your system that you can start talking to about your opportunity. The best salespeople dedicate about 80% of their day to prospecting because they know how important it is. There are 3 fundamental laws that guarantee a constant flow of prospects into your funnel, into your sales funnel in your business. There's the universal law of need, the 30-day rule, and the law of replacement. So first of all, the universal law of need basically just states that the more you need something, the less likely you will get it. Okay. So that's because when let's say I really need to earn, I don't know, $300 for an extra, I don't know, a plumbing expense that came up, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I really need that extra influx right now. My attention is going to be focused on what happens if I don't earn that extra $300 in commissions versus, in that like negative state of, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, this bad thing is going to happen. How am I going to pay this plumber? Versus if I focus my attention on the positive of all the things that I can provide for people, how I can meet their needs, that's going to change the vibe that I have when I'm talking to my prospects. So this sense of need really clouds our judgment and leads to poor decision making. So we don't always manage our time the correct way. We don't set our priorities in the most helpful way. And really, our prospects can sense desperation. It changes our body language. It changes our tone of voice. It changes all kinds of things. So this is a state that we do not want to be in. So the best way to avoid this state of being in like a all of a sudden need in sales is to balance our prospecting and sales activities with the following rule. So we have this rule called the 30-day rule in sales, which means the sales that we close in a 90-day period depend on the leads that we prospect in the previous 30 days. So let's say in December, let's say that's our 30 days that we're talking about. In December, you were like, you know what? I'm not going to do a lot of prospecting right now. Everyone's busy with the holidays. I'm not really going to talk to people about products. I'm just going to chill, right? I have a bunch of people that have asked about them. I'm just going to talk to them. I'm not going to prospect any new people. That attitude is going to affect your sales volume for the next 90 days. So every time we take a 30-day period where like, I don't really feel like prospecting, that's going to affect your sales the next 90 days. So this is the 30-day rule that kind of helps us keep it in mind and stay consistent. And if we do see a sales drop, a lot of times that's where our reflection should go is like, well, what was I doing 3 months ago, right? What was I doing 2 or 3 months ago that is affecting my sales volume right now? Okay, so this is something to keep in mind that these are all long-term effects of prospecting on our sales volume. Another law is the law of replacement. We really need to be constantly replacing prospects in the funnel of our business. And it should be a fun part of your business because you're meeting new people, learning about their needs, and sharing products that you love, right? So it should be a fun part of your business. What we don't want to do is have this roller coaster effect of like, oh, right now I feel like prospecting, so I'm going to prospect really hard. We know we got to prospect, so we're going to prospect really hard. And then we get up to the top of our roller coaster and we're like, oh, I just made a bunch of prospects. I just met a bunch of new people. I'm up here at the top. I'm going to just work on closing sales with them. I'm not going to spend a lot of time prospecting new people. I just met a bunch of new people. Yeah. So I'm going to be up here nice and cozy at the top, sitting still, closing sales and feeling great about life. But if I am not prospecting during this time, all of a sudden I'm going to notice like, oh man, why are my sales going down? Why do I have this huge drop in my sales? This is not like my business. It's usually because we got lazy in that little middle piece and decided, oh, I just met a bunch of new prospects. I don't need to keep looking for more. And that's not how sales work. So we do have to, we want to try to be more like a steady, slow and steady train. Maybe not slow, but steady, where we are constantly trying to find that balance between closing sales with existing prospects and also making time to meet new prospects. Like I said, about 80%, like top salespeople are spending about 80% of their time on prospecting. So it's not even like an equal balance. It's just saying like, you need to make time for both all the time if you want consistently satisfying sales. Okay. So that's the law of replacement. Even if you feel like you just met a bunch of new prospects, keep going because we need to keep replacing prospects because not all of them, not all of those leads are going to work out. It's not always going to meet their needs. So we just keep that funnel full. Okay. All right, so let's do a quick reflection on these three laws of the law of need. They can sense our desperation. Try not to fall there, right? The 30-day rule, how 30 days will affect the next 90 days of your sales volume. And the law of replacement. Don't stop, don't prospect hard 1 month and then give up on it. Keep going consistently to balance those times. Now, in the chat, I would like you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. And please, I'm going to wait. Please write in the chat. What do you think? How well do you balance your prospecting activities with your sales activities? So I mean, like how much time you spend looking out for new prospects, meeting new people, starting sales conversations with people, that's prospecting activities, versus how much time you spend trying to close sales. 1 being not very well balanced, 10 being very well balanced. How do you feel you do with this? I feel like I see a 5 in the chat so far. I feel like sometimes I'm there too. And I'm so glad that we're doing these trainings on prospecting because it gives me so many more ideas for how to motivate myself with prospecting. Like right now, this just today, between yesterday and today, I have 2 new people that are possible customers just because I'm putting more of a focus on it. And every conversation leads to something like, hey, have you tried? So go ahead and share in the chat. How well do you think you're doing with that currently? And then just take a moment to think this. You don't have to share in the chat necessarily, but have you ever noticed a drop in your sales where you're like, I feel like I'm doing the same thing right now. Why is that not working? But that might have been a result of less prospecting in a previous month. Like you might be right now in March feeling effects from December, right? Because this is 90 days that are affected by 30 days of prospecting. Yeah. So just keep in mind that when you start having a sales slump, that is a good reflection point to always go back to. Did I drop the ball on prospecting a couple months ago? That might be the case. Okay. So this is something to keep in mind, and we'll keep on trying to give you tools to get better at both of these things. Okay. Perfect. Thanks, everybody. All right. Let's wrap up with our call to action for today. Please write this on your to-do list. Copy and paste your direct product link for that revitalizing set and post it in Instagram, Facebook stories, posts, your link tree, YouTube videos or shorts, your WhatsApp status, etc. Share this on your social media outreach in your customer groups. Message it to people that you're reaching out with via personal message, etc. Copy and paste it and share it where you can. Send a screenshot of your top method that you're using of sharing this link and send that to Cesar so that he can see how you're using it. And then sell one revitalizing use or one vital use revitalizing set with that direct product link. Remember, it excludes spa and consultant orders, right? But through that personal website or PCC, sell one of those sets and you'll get a free lifting fluid. That qualifies right now through Thursday. So your goal is to do these things, send them to Cesar and sell that one set between now and Thursday. Totally doable. Okay. And just overall, a good goal to have is to sell $300 in products and sets. It might not all be revitalizing set, but that's a good sales goal to have every week. Okay. Any questions? Go ahead and pop them in the comments, in the chat. Okay. And just remember that our focus is each week we're doing a little more than the last, a little more prospecting, a little more closing sales, a little more outreach on social media, a little bit more personal messaging, a little bit more every week, because that is all we need to do to earn this awesome trip to Switzerland in 2025. Remember to check your email, make sure you know your baseline, check with your team leaders if you need any help with how that will look. But I already met my goal for March and it's March 18th. I'm so excited. Like it is so doable, people. So I've been having conversations with my own consultants who are like, I don't think it's for me. Like, I don't think I'm like, wherever you're at, this could be for you. It's such a good program. So make sure you know your baselines, make sure that you know the rules for that and how you need to grow over these next 10 months, but it is so doable. A little more than the last. Each week, a little more than the last. We can do this. Wouldn't it be fun to just all meet up in Switzerland? Okay, so thank you so much for everyone who has been able to join us live. Those of you who are going to stick around, I'm going to go through some of our time sensitive reminders with you. So have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Right, and I'll wait for